Hey guys, this is Rice Pirate, or Mick. You guys can call me Mick. I've had a couple of drinks, so you can tell I've got my Asian flush going on. But I had made a comment on Twitter about YouTube and animators and how the YouTube monetization system fucks animators in every possible way, and there were a couple of questions. Now, I still hold true to that, but I think more importantly, it's not a complaint. I'm not crying about it. I'm not whining about it. That's the system. You know what I mean? That's how it is. You don't go into somebody else's house and complain about the food that they're making. It's just rude. Um, People were asking in what way does YouTube fuck animators, and there's literally a dozen. Part of it's YouTube, and part of it's just kind of the nature of things. But I think the biggest one was the CPM model. And if you know anything about the CPM model, unless it's changed, it's based on a number of factors. And one is frequency of upload, the other is length of video, both of which are things animators are sorely challenged in. Kicking out a couple minute tune generally takes a month or more, depending on the style and quality. And so that just automatically kind of puts you down at the bottom in terms of YouTube's eyes and their advertisers. And it makes perfect sense. From a business standpoint, couldn't make more sense. If I'm advertising a game, if I'm advertising a movie that's coming out that week, that month, clearly there's value on advertising on a channel that's regularly uploading. If someone only uploads once or twice a month, if that, very irregularly, then there's no guarantee that if I run an ad on this channel, it's going to get any views. So the value, right, of these particular views, these irregular views, is a lot less. So from a business standpoint, it makes perfect sense. If someone's making regular content all the time, it doesn't even matter what it is. It could be a vlog, it could be a let's play, it could be anything. If you're regularly uploading and YouTube knows that and you have an audience, well, guess what? People are going to see that channel and they're going to go back regularly. And advertisers see that. It makes perfect sense why they would value that over an animator, right? Despite the quality of the work. I could sit here and talk about how, animators are, our work is so much more important than someone who just talks about fucking thing of the day or whatever. But from a business standpoint, no. I can go fuck myself. And YouTube is a business. That's why there's ads everywhere, right? And that's the other thing, like animators and some other people complain about ad block. The truth is, as much of a dent as that makes, sure, that sucks. But really, it's the system, that, and it's not broken. The system isn't broken. It's just not made for animators. That's basically what I was trying to say from the beginning of my comment. As far as other ways that animators are fucked on YouTube, again, self-fucked. We're fucking ourselves at this point. It's oversaturated. Back when it was just a handful of guys making some fun things, it was new, it was exciting, it was cool. Now it's kind of saturated. There's a lot of guys. It's still a niche. And girls, it's still a niche. But it's grown a lot. And there's a lot of options. There's a lot of young people, a lot of older people. Some major studios laying off their traditional 2D animators. Well, they're looking for supplemental income, and they see all these amateurs making videos and getting views. Well, of course, they rightfully think that their talents would be appreciated, but unfortunately sometimes not so much. So it's saturated. The system isn't there to support it. And so really the comment was more about stop complaining. Stop being upset that, that Let's Player's getting so many more views and subscribers and making so much more money. And look, I animate and this is so hard. Rah, rah, rah. It's like, you know what? You knew what you were getting into, and YouTube is what it is. If you want to play on the YouTube playground, these are the rules. And it sucks for people who don't want to do anything other than animate, but that's what it is. So, there are other options. There's that Patreon thing. I think YouTube has their tip jar. Commissions, that's huge. Just do the best work you can and try to get as many views as you can. And even if YouTube doesn't pay you, hopefully, you can sell your goods to someone who's willing to pay what it's worth. There are options. Not a whole lot of them, but there are options. And hey, if you're an animator and you've got millions of subscribers, then you're probably fine anyways. But for everybody else, that was basically the point of my comment, that YouTube isn't animator friendly, and it never really was built to be. It was for the people who got in at the ground level, but now it's not so much that. And if you're trying to do that, you should reassess. And if anything, start considering other options. If you want to be an animator, there's hopefully other options, But anyways, yeah, sorry, I'm rambling. So that was it. That was all I wanted to say. All right. I love you. I have a cartoon coming out next Wednesday on Sleepy Cabin and YouTube. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.